This is the Carty Method Podcast.
Hey, welcome to the Carte Method Podcast. Today we are talking about how to turn pro with a solid photography business plan. A solid photography business plan requires more than just talent behind the lens. You need a clear business strategy that helps you make confident decisions, that helps you reach your goals, that helps you stay motivated. In today's episode, I'm going to lay out a comprehensive plan that takes you from where you are now to the successful, thriving photography business owner that you've always dreamed of. This is about creating a sustainable path forward, one that you can follow every single day so you can build the life that you actually want. So, I've been a professional photographer, by the way, for 34 years. And in that time, I've seen every challenge that you're likely facing right now. I've worked with celebrities. I've shot magazine covers, and I've executed campaigns for major brands, Nike, Apple. I've shot for so many different companies. The strategies that I'm about to talk about today are the same ones that I've used to grow my own business and the same one that have helped hundreds of other photographers transition from struggling hobbyists to working pros. The key to success in this industry is having a plan, a real actionable plan, and that is exactly what we're going to create today together. So, by the end of today's guide, you're going to have a clear business plan that's going to give you direction, that's going to help you make intentional decisions and position you for sustainable growth. Sustainable growth. This isn't about vague ideas or wishful thinking. It's about setting specific goals, creating actionable steps, and executing them in a way that actually works for you. So if you're ready to move from feeling overwhelmed and reactive to feeling in control of your photography career, this plan is going to help you get there. So first of all, let's talk about the plan. And this is the first part of the plan. The first part of the plan is to define your goals. That is the first part of this plan, is set concrete goals for your business. Goals give your business direction. Without clear goals, you're more likely to drift aimlessly and miss opportunities. So what we have to do here is define both short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals, they may include booking a certain amount of clients each month, while long-term goals, they could involve expanding into a new niche or reaching a certain revenue milestone. Like, I want to make 10 grand a month. So writing down these goals, make them real, and they also keep you focused. So here is your actionable step. Write down your monthly income target. How much do you need to earn per month? Determine how many clients that you need to book and what pricing that you need to reach that income. And you can use a planner or a spreadsheet to track your progress. When you set milestones that are achievable, such as booking one client in the next 2 weeks, it's kind of easy to get there. And here's a bonus. Break your goals into weekly and daily tasks. Each day, accomplish a small part of your larger goal, whether it's sending out 3 outreach emails or sharing a post or networking. So that's the first one, is define your goals. And imagine if your goal was, if your goal was to make 100K, well, you could do it 10K a month. You could do it a couple of different ways. The first way that you could do it is you could do 100 shoots at $100. So that's one way to make 10K. Okay. You could also do 10 shoots at $1,000. This is pretty smart, right? You could also do one shoot at $10,000, which is what I do. So it's just, if you want to know if you want to determine how much you want to make, you can realize that this is pretty much going to take you the longest. It's going to be the most amount of effort. And this is going to be less effort and probably the most likely, which is 10 shoots at $1,000 each. It's so easy. And then one shoot at 10K, super easy too. All you need to do is just hang out with clients that have 10K and shoot for businesses instead of shooting for people. Super simple. All right. So that's number one. Number two is define your niche. Define your niche. That is the second most important thing. Identify the type of photography, the specific type of photography that excites you and that you want to be known for. Like, choosing a niche allows you to focus your energy and become an expert in that area. Clients want to work with specialists, okay? They want to work with specialists who understand their needs. So whether you focus on weddings or whether you focus on portraits or shooting commercial work or doing pet photography, defining a niche helps you build a brand that stands out in a crowded market. When you focus on a niche, you become known for that specialty, which attracts more of your ideal clients. So here is your actionable step. When it comes to defining your niche, what you need to do is make a list of the types of photography that you enjoy. Make a list. Types of photography that you enjoy. And then narrow it down to one or two niches and research what kind of clients are interested in that type of photography. And adjust your branding to align with those niches. And create a niche-focused portfolio that speaks directly to those clients. And here's a bonus tip. Look for gaps in the market. Maybe there's a type of photography in your area that isn't being offered yet, or a unique way that you could approach your chosen niche that sets you apart, that makes you over here when everyone else is over here. Okay? So that's number two, which is define your niche. Number three is identify pain points. Identify pain points. Think about the problems that your ideal client faces and how your photography services could actually solve those problems. Think about it. Pain points. Understanding your client's pain points, that helps you position yourself as a problem solver rather than just another photographer. If you can effectively solve their issues, well, you'd be the obvious choice. This could be anything from providing incredibly fast turnaround times to making them feel super comfortable in front of the camera. Knowing what keeps your clients up at night helps you create a service that directly addresses their needs. So here's your actionable steps. Interview some past clients or some past people who you've photographed or potential clients and understand their challenges. Note the problems that they face, such as difficulty getting professional images at the quality that they need for their business, at the detail that they need for their business. Create content that highlights how your services solve that specific problem, which positions yourself as the go-to solution. And here's a bonus tip. Use these pain points to craft marketing messages. For example, if a small business struggles to find affordable yet professional branding photos, highlight how your packages offer the quality that they need at a fair price. Don't lowball, but at a fair price. And create an offer. And this is number 4. Number 4 is create an offer. create an offer. Like, you have to develop specific offers that cater to the needs of a larger audience. An offer isn't just about pricing. It's about packaging your services in a way that makes it easy for clients to see the value. Make sure that your offer addresses specific needs. When you have clearly defined packages, it allows clients to choose what works best for them while making it easier for you to standardize your services. When your offers are well defined, clients can easily understand what they're getting and why it's worth it. So, here's your actionable step. Craft 2 to 3 different packages tailored to your ideal clients. So, offer a basic headshot package. I go back and forth on the fence between show prices, not show prices. I kind of like to talk about money when people actually inquire, because you can also get more money that way. But it is important to, in your head, know what your packages are. Sometimes I'm of the school, show your prices on your website. Other times I'm like, don't ever show your prices on your website. You know what I mean? And right now I'm on the like, don't show your prices on your website, but have like a package price PDF that you could send to somebody on demand if they're the right person. So this is how you do it. You offer a basic headshot package, an expanded branding package, and then a premium package with ongoing sessions. So make sure that each package has its own unique benefits clearly defined and highlight how they address the pain point that you've identified, and use those pain points to capture attention in your offer. And here's how you do it. So you say something like this in your content. Do you struggle with maintaining your client's social media? Let me try that again. Do you struggle with maintaining your company's social media? Do you feel like you're always running out of content? Let me take care of that for you so you can focus on what you do best. So imagine, when it comes to your packages, what we're trying to do is we're saying basic, standard, and then a premium, deluxe, all-star, like however you want to name this. So the basic is you're giving, this is for a headshot package. This is what I would do. For headshots, imagine they're getting one look, which is one clothing change, like just one outfit, and they're getting 2 finals. So what I would tell them is that the finals cost $50 per, but I'm including 2 in this price. So the value of these is $100. And then for one look, I would charge $350. So what I would do for one look is I would tell them the price is $350. They're getting 2 finals, and the value of those finals are $100. So if they need extra beyond the 2 that I'm including, they're $50 per. What ends up happening is people pay me the $350. They get their 2 finals, but they also ask for 10 more. So I end up making another $500 on the back end. So that's a basic package. Standard could be 2 looks and 5 finals. And that would be, we'll call this 600. It's, they're getting twice as much, but it's less money than twice that price. And they're getting more finals. So this looks like a better value. And then the premium deluxe all-star offer would look like they're getting 4 looks and they're getting 12 finals. And it's 4 looks and it's 1,200. So basically the $50 per final, you tell them 12 finals, 12 times 50, that's $600 in finals. So they're getting $600 in finals. So they're paying you $600 to shoot 4 looks, but includes 12 finals. So this is how you build out your packages, which make it really enticing for your clients when they're looking at what's the best value. Give things extra that cost you nothing to deliver. It costs you nothing to deliver an extra look except for time. Costs you nothing to deliver extra files on the back end except for time. So give, rather than lowering your prices, give more value. Rather than lowering your prices, give more value. I'll give you an extra final. I'll give you 2 extra finals. I'll give you an extra look. Rather than lowering your prices, give more value. So, bonus tip. Make your packages easy to understand by using clear language. Avoid jargon and spell out exactly what clients can expect, including the number of images, delivery timeline, and any additional perks that you can think of. Here's number 5. Number 5, when it comes to your business plan, that's not what I'm trying to show. Number 5, when it comes to your business plan, is break it into steps. Break it into steps. Take each one of your goals and break them down into actionable steps. Okay? Big goals can seem overwhelming, but breaking them down into smaller steps, what that does is it makes them manageable. Each step should have a clear outcome and a deadline, so you know when you're making progress. That approach helps you stay organized and ensures that nothing falls through the cracks. So break it into steps. Break everything that you're trying to do with your business into steps. Use a project management tool, which is so important. Use a project management PM, project management. Indie is what I use. Indie is one of my sponsors. There's a link in the video description. And when you use a project management tool, you can also, by the way, you can also build a simple one in Notion for free. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to list each step involved in achieving your goal. So if your goal is to book 6 sessions per month, list steps like post portfolio images on Instagram and Behance. Reach out to 5 potential clients. And then another one would be create a referral program. Like when a client refers you, they get a discount. And the client that's referred also gets a little discount. So once you create a little bit of a referral program, it makes the clients who are referring you look like heroes because they're recommending a great photographer. But for you now, you end up looking like a hero because you have a constant stream of clients just because of your incredibly effective referral program. So also assign deadlines. Like you actually have to assign deadlines to each step. And here's a bonus tip. Prioritize your tasks by focusing on those that will have the biggest impact. Literally. Focus only on the ones that'll have the biggest impact. Start with actions that directly lead to booking clients. Like here's one, outreach. Do that. Like outreach. Marketing is another one that's going to directly relate to you booking clients. What does your website look like? We're going to get into websites. We're going to talk about websites next weekend on Sunday during the next episode because I just dropped a cracking new stevecarty.com. Make sure you have a look at that. Number six is plan for client acquisition. Let me just write that down. Plan for client acquisition. Write out your strategy for reaching new clients. Write out your strategy. Like, what is your strategy? How are you going to get new clients? Client acquisition is crucial for sustaining and growing your photography business. Knowing where and how to find clients that's how you actually keep yourself with a steady workflow, whether it's through social media or referrals or doing networking at events. Having a defined approach means that you can consistently attract clients. You can't leave client acquisition to chance. A well thought out acquisition plan is the backbone of a thriving photography business. So here's some actionable steps. Dedicate time daily to connecting with your target audience. That could mean spending 30 minutes engaging with local businesses on Instagram, sending out introductory emails to potential clients, or going to a networking event. Do one per month, one per week. Track those activities to see what brings results and double down on successful approaches. Believe me, what you track, you get better at. Whatever you have metrics on, you improve. You want to make more money? Track how much money you're making. You'll make more money. You want to spend less money? Track how much money you're spending. You'll spend less money. Want to lose weight? Weigh yourself every day. You'll lose weight. What we want to get better at, we have to track. You can't get better at anything without tracking metrics. Like, it's just true. If you want your business to succeed, run it like a business. Track your metrics. Track how much you're earning every month and how much you're spending. Your business will improve. The thing is that photographers don't track anything. I know because I am one, and I was one of those photographers that didn't do it. I just didn't track anything. And now I'm a crazy person. Now I track everything, and everything is getting better. Everything. All of my metrics are going up. So here's a bonus tip. Leverage partnerships. Find a complementary business that they serve your ideal clients, and think about how you could cross promote. Maybe it's a graphic designer. Maybe it's a web developer that has an insane amount of clients in your area. But guess what? Hey, Greg Eakin, welcome. Thanks for becoming a subscriber. Maybe it's a business in your area that does graphic design, web design. And guess what? The photography, they're just using stock. It's actually bullshit. So you see that this guy's got a constant stream of clients coming, or this girl, and you're like, the photography is, and he's doing this for local businesses. So what you do is you partner with that web developer, and you're like, dude, what are you doing for photography? Oh, well, I just grabbed stock. Don't you think that you would be serving way more value if you created original photography for your clients? Like, I will go in there and take care of all of that stuff, provide you with assets, and you build for them. Like, I'll go in there weekly, provide assets for you, and you manage their social media. Like, team up, leverage partnerships, find complementary businesses that serve your ideal clients, and let's talk cross promotion opportunities. Like, what are you doing? Seriously, like the ideas that you're going to get today. And how far am I? 24 minutes in? Like, I'm not even halfway through my list. Okay. Like, just, this is how you do this. And by the way, if you're into my smiling face and my intensity and my directness and my no bullshit approach to talking about how to make a living at photography, hit the subscribe button. It's free. All right. So here is your number 7. And number 7 is what we're talking about and what I've been talking about. Business plan is different than what I'm talking about right now, but they work like this. Without this, the business plan is useless. So this is part of your business plan, which is create a marketing strategy. You have to create a marketing strategy. Like, develop a solid marketing plan that connects you with your ideal clients. Marketing's about visibility. And if your ideal clients can't find you, they're definitely not going to hire you. A good marketing strategy ensures that your work gets seen by the right people at the right time. That includes social media, content marketing, and even paid ads. Diversify your approach so you're reaching clients in multiple ways. And think about it. Here's your actionable steps. Choose 3 social media platforms to focus on. 3, like LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest. I'm going to break your brain when I talk about Pinterest. Pinterest is almost as good as YouTube for finding leads. Like, I'm not even joking. Have you fucked with Pinterest? Excuse my language. Have you messed with Pinterest? Huh? Pinterest. Start dropping your work on Pinterest with call to actions like, hey, if you're in the Florida area, I'm your man. Hey, if you're in Tallahassee, I'm your photographer. Hey, if you're in Virginia, start messing with Pinterest, and you'll see people who are looking for photographers actually go on Pinterest and they create mood boards. Did you know that? And imagine if it was your mood board, your photos that they started picking for your mood board, and then they found out that you were in their area and they actually grabbed your photo for a reference, but they actually could hire you. Don't you think that that's kind of genius? So Pinterest, create a content calendar. Do this for yourself and have a content calendar for your month and your next month with posts that include your portfolio, client stories, testimonials, behind the scenes content. Schedule these posts, like use a scheduler, like Instagram, Meta Business Suite, all of these things. There's Later, there's Buffer, there's all of these tools that allow you to schedule your posts. And also, think about running a little ad campaign to boost a key post. Like one of your posts where you're having a call to action that you're sending out to your followers, boost it so it goes out to people who aren't following you so you can actually get people to reply to that call to action. Here's a bonus tip. Use storytelling in your posts. Use storytelling. Share stories behind the photos, the clients that you've worked with, and what makes your approach unique. This helps you with potential clients connect with your work on an emotional level. So here's a story. Did you know when I photographed Colin Firth actually, he's a tech guy. Did you know that Colin Firth is actually a tech guy? He's actually into tech. And when I shot Colin Firth, the iPhone 4 had just released. The iPhone 4. The iPhone 4 was the first iPhone with a front-facing camera. Guess who also had it? Guess who had it on first day? So this huge celebrity, who's the only one who has this iPhone 4, which is Colin Firth, and he notices, he's like, you have the iPhone 4? And I said, I do. And he's like, how do you get stuff from your computer onto your iPhone? And I'm like, I mean, this is way back in the day. You used to have to plug your phone in. I'm like, oh, you used to use Dropbox. This was before iCloud Sync on all your devices. I'm like, oh, you use Dropbox and drop it in here. And then it like appears. And he's like, and then his assistant is like writing all this stuff down. And he's like, what do you think of the phone? And I'm like, I love it. What do you think of the phone? He's like, well, I love it, except for this FaceTime thing. Do you know about FaceTime? I'm like, I do. And he's like, well, let me tell you about my experience with FaceTime. He's like, I'm in the bathroom. I'm taking a whiz. My assistant calls me. I'm taking a whiz. I'm like, I'm going to push answer because, it's just a phone call and it's my assistant. Happens to be a female. He pushes yes, answer. She happens to also have the iPhone 4, and she decided it was a perfect time to test FaceTime with Colin. What she does, she sees him peeing, he sees her, and then she throws the phone, he throws the phone. Everybody in the room, we're all laughing. It was a hilarious story. So we talked about iPhones and I let him tell stories, and I told stories, and it was hilarious. And my client from Japan, he was like this. He was not happy because we were not making any photos. We were laughing and talking. And then Colin says, who's the photographer? And I'm like, me. He's like, you? I'm like, yeah. He's like, do you want to shoot some photos? I'm like, sure. And then he's like, what are we doing? And I'm like, stand right there. And I sat him down and I made this portrait. And I showed him the portrait and he's like, oh, you're a real photographer. He's like, we're gonna have fun. And then he gave me like bang, 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 bang. And I just bang, 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 grabbed all of those portraits And then the interview happened, and then the Japanese client, like after everybody left, the Japanese client, he bowed and he's like, "Oh, Mr. Carty, you're so good. You're so good." He's like, "I see you. You did a trick. You did a trick. You made him, he made him like you became his friend." He's like, you're so good. You became his friend. And then the pictures were easy. And I'm like, you saw what I did there. So anyways, happy Japanese client. I got paid a whack load of money to hang out with Colin Firth and shoot this portrait. And what I did right there is I helped you emotionally connect with this session. So now, anytime that you're on my website and you see a picture of Colin Firth or Tom York from Radiohead or Michael Sheen or one of these big dudes, you're going to say like, "Oh my God, Carty told me the story about when he shot this photo." So that's the thing that's so incredible is like, I just totally derailed my content in order to tell you a story, to show you how stories help people connect with your work on an emotional level. And I just did it with you. Number eight is develop a client journey map. Your client journey map is so important because what we're trying to do is we're trying to understand the journey that your clients take from first discovering you and your services to booking a session. What's the journey they take? Mapping out your client journey helps you identify opportunities to enhance the experience and also to increase conversions. It's about understanding every interaction a client has with your brand and optimizing those touch points for the best experience. When this process is smooth and enjoyable, clients are more likely to book you and recommend you to others. So here's your actionable steps. Draw a flowchart. Draw a flowchart that maps out every stage of the client experience from first contact to final delivery. Identify where clients might have questions or might get stuck and create solutions. Create an FAQ, which you see all the time on websites, which are frequently asked questions. Create an FAQ page or an automated follow-up email to address any kind of gaps that are experienced with your touch points. And here's a bonus tip. Personalize your communication. Use your client's name in your emails. By the way, if you guys are a part of the Carty method, you know when I send you a message, it's like, "Hey, Sarah, how's it going?" Like I personalize all my communication. Use your client's name in emails. Reference their specific needs and always make them feel heard and understood. So that's number 8. And that is your client journey map. Number 9, and this is such an integral part of the Carty method, which is set up systems. Systems make millions. Think of why you have the same latte where you go to Starbucks at your favorite location. And then when you're traveling and you're in New York and you're like, "Hey, you want a latte? Here's a Starbucks." And then you go there and it's like the same latte. It's like they have systems. They have systems to make it so they can scale. So systems, so like the original person who thought up that mocha latte doesn't have to be the one who makes it. They have systems, recipes for absolutely every single thing and automations. My writing's amazing today. Amazing. And automations. So set up systems and automations and implement systems and tools to streamline your workflow. Systems save time and systems reduce errors. When you automate processes such as an email response or booking confirmations, when you automate your social media posts, it allows you to focus on the creative aspects of your business and deliver a better client experience. Well-established systems mean fewer mistakes and a smoother workflow. So here's your actionable steps. Choose a client relationship manager, which is CRM, like Indie. There's also Honeybooks. There's other ones, but I'm sponsored by Indie and I think that they're pretty dope. So please look into Indie and use that to manage client details and to automate processes. Set up email templates for inquiries, booking confirmations, and payment reminders. What that does is it saves time. Automate your social media posts so you can focus on building relationships. And here's a bonus tip. Use an online scheduling tool like Calendly to let clients book sessions without the back and forth email. Are you available on Tuesday? Oh, I'm not available on Tuesday. Are you available on Friday? I'm busy on Friday. Are you available on Saturday? I don't do Saturdays. Well, what about Monday? Monday, I'm okay. I'm bad on Monday. Like, seriously, that's what you're still doing? Like, use Calendly. It's like this, like, I've been on Calendly for over a year now. It has completely changed my life, allowing people to, and they can't book into a spot where you're already booked. Like, it's a system. They figured it out. So it integrates with your Google Calendar. It integrates with iOS. It integrates with whatever calendar you're using. It sees when you're busy and shows your available slots. I let my clients self-book sessions, and it saves time and makes the booking process effortless. Put your hands up if you've ever done a one-on-one with me. Put your hands up if you've ever booked some time with me. How easy was that process? And do you have that set up for your business? So number 10 is financial planning. Financial planning is so important. Budgeting, like, create a financial plan to keep your business profitable. Think about it. A successful business is a profitable one. Budgeting helps you understand your financial needs, helps you set pricing, and make sure that you're not just breaking even, but actually making a profit. Knowing where all your money is going helps you make informed decisions and helps you prepare for when it gets slower. Because as a photographer, it gets slow sometimes. And if you're not prepared for those slow times, you're going to be leaning on your wife a lot. You're going to be leaning on your family members a lot. And like, literally, how many more years are you going to be able to do that before she's like, I'm out. I need somebody who's making money in my life. Like, you don't understand how many marriages have ended because somebody thought they wanted to be a photographer and they didn't have a plan. Let that bounce around your head a little bit. Understand how many marriages have ended because somebody wanted to start a business, but it didn't have a plan. So here's your actionable steps. List all your monthly expenses. Everything from equipment to maintenance to software to subscriptions. Calculate your break-even point. This is how much I need to make nothing. And then determine your pricing accordingly. This is the thing. Photographers don't understand how much it costs every month to just be a photographer. To just be a photographer. Do you want me to start listing Adobe Portfolio, like Creative Cloud, and like your gear and your rent and all of your computer and software? Like, do you know how much that nut is per month? Do you know how much that is per month? So if you know how much that is per month, now you know how much you have to make in order to make nothing. You understand how easy it is to not undercharge when that's what you do? You understand how easy it is to not, I'm going to do a sessions for $60 because volume. It's like, someone sees a photographer doing a session for $60, run. They run. They don't run towards you. They run from you because they know that that is like 10 times under market value. So you must be bad or clueless. And nobody wants to fuck with that. So set aside at least 20% of your income for taxes. Like, set aside money that you don't touch. It's so funny. My accountant is like, because I bill money, right? So my accountant is like, Carty, like, whew, your HST. And it's like, blah, blah, blah. It's like $8,000. And I'm like, okay. And then it's this. And it's like, yes. And I wasn't flinching from any of these numbers. And he's like, and I said, Ryan, we're good. I have all of that money set aside and more. I don't touch it. Like, I don't touch it. I set money aside. So when it came time for like paying my tax and it's just, and I still have money left over because I actually oversave for taxes. I oversave. So great. And by the way, it wasn't always like this. There was time that I was just by the seat of my pants, literally, like, I don't know how I'm going to pay rent, like that every month. And now it's like, it's just the cost of you doing business. So creating a savings plan. And when you create a savings plan, now you're able to have money set aside to invest in gear or invest in education. Because this is the thing. Photographers buy gear, but they spend nothing on education. Usually the average photographer goes to the camera store, buys a camera, and then 4 months later, they're a photographer and they're advertising their services. Yes or yes? Yes or yes? No education, none. So it's just what they've picked up. That's their business model. That's what, and this is why it hurts the industry so much when photographers do that. It hurts the industry so much because these photographers that go out there uneducated and they're full of piss and vinegar and they have no clue, they're just disrupting the industry. And they're actually giving photographers a bad reputation. They're giving photographers a bad reputation and bad experiences because they don't know the kind of things that I'm talking about with you here on this channel. Yes or yes? So invest in gear and invest in education. And you can't do that without having money set aside for it. And you don't set aside money for anything unless you see it as valuable. Yes or yes? If you don't see it as valuable, you're not going to set money aside. People set money aside for Jordans, but they won't set some money aside for their photography education. But they say they want to be a photographer and they want to run their own business. So I have separate business and personal accounts. Hey, Cletus, welcome. Thanks for subscribing. And by the way, if anyone becomes a member today, number one, that number right down here, this number goes up. I need that number to go up. You see what the goal is. So I want to see that number go up, and that'll happen if you become a member. Next thing that happens if you become a member is I hit my smoke, and the smoke brings the vibe. The vibe makes people feel good. It's like a vibe. I also do a little bit of a light show if you become a member. And yeah, that's what's necessary. It's necessary to have some vibes in here. And the light show. But we're going to turn the light show back to normal. And we're going to ease that smoke because, you know, I'm waiting for members. All right. So I have separate business and personal accounts, separate business credit cards and personal credit card. Everything for my business, everything that I spend on my business, I buy it one way, and that is on my business credit card. I do not spend anything through my business account. Everything that I buy goes on my business credit card, which makes it incredibly easy to track monthly expenses. Rent a studio, business credit card. Buy gear, business credit card. And then guess what? My accountant, Ryan, he just looks at my credit card statement and it's just like, there's my monthly expenses because everything is in one place. I don't buy something over here and then buy something over here and buy something on, I just keep everything super, super easy. So it makes it incredibly easy to track. And also, I pay my credit card monthly because I don't buy things I don't have the money for. I don't buy things that I don't have the money for. And when I'm doing jobs and those jobs take like a day or two or a week or a month to pay, well, I've floated that on a credit card, but then when I get paid, I pay the credit card. So I don't float or incur any unnecessary interest. I pay my credit card every month. So here's a bonus tip. Use accounting software. Use QuickBooks. Use Wave app to manage your finances and track your expenses automatically. This helps you stay organized and simplifies everything at tax time. So another thing, just hire an accountant. please hire an accountant, register a corporation. And by the way, if you're interested in my accelerator, I walk you through step by step how to do all of this stuff to get yourself set up to run a professional photography business. That's what my accelerator is. I talk about all of this stuff, but my content is, if you're a good person at putting puzzle pieces together, you could definitely puzzle all my content together over the course of a year and kind of figure out what my accelerator is about. But what I did is I created a roadmap. I just systemized everything, and it works. So that's why there's so many people on the wait list, which you should also be on the wait list. Go to thecartymethod.com, go to the accelerator, get on the wait list. Number 11, that was financial planning, by the way. Like, have an accountant. My accountant, it makes me so much money. Like, I can't even tell you. He finds money for me. He saves me money, and he literally makes me money. He has me like qualified for rebates that I'd never even heard of, and he has me like getting literally like getting money back on things that I'd never heard of before. He's like, "Oh, have you applied for this tax credit?" I'm like, "Never heard of it." He's like, "Oh, well, here, I just got you $1,200 back." I'm like, "What?" So yeah, like my accountant got me $11,000 back. Just $11,000. And if I didn't have an accountant, that money would just be in the ether. So having an accountant, it's like, oh my God, it costs money. It's like, no. It makes you so much money. Just have an accountant. Seriously, just have somebody and you just don't worry about it. So number 11 is happy clients. Okay. Happy clients. This is a business plan. Part of your business plan is this. Happy clients. It's actually part of your business plan. Happy clients mean that they're more likely to recommend you to others. Okay. Strong client relationships turn one-time customers into lifelong advocates. I'm talking evangelists. I have evangelists, people who I shoot, like anybody here in Toronto. Like if I've shot you in the last 34 years, they're an evangelist for me. They're out there right now saying, "Oh, you need a photographer, Steve Carty." I have people who send me DMs on Instagram, and it's like literally a photo that's all yellowed, and it's like a phone shot of this photo, and it's like, "This is a print from my portfolio that Steve Carty shot in 1993. Like, it's 2024. I shot that photo like literally 34, 31, 32 years ago. And they're like, I just wanted to say it was an amazing experience. I love this photo still. I love that session. And like, I'm so glad that I had that experience. Like, these are the kind of messages that you get, like that I get, and the kind of messages that you can get if you create strong client relationships. And if you create experiences that are valuable for the people who are in front of your camera. So here's your actionable step. Send follow-up emails, like days after and weeks after delivering the final images, after the session, and ask for feedback and offer a discount on a future session. Hey, by the way, you've booked me once, just FYI, because you've booked me, you paid full freight. You don't pay full freight anymore. Like, if you want to do a session with me, I'm going to work with you because I want to be the only photographer that you ever call. So you want to do another session next month? I got you. There's going to be a discount. Like, really? Yeah. And guess what? Book me again. Same thing, just continues, until you forget about me. And then I'm going to go back to full freight. Oh my God, I will never forget about you. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So, like, ask for testimonials. Like, these are things that are just necessary. Create a loyalty program for repeat clients and stay active on social media to keep in touch with past clients, reminding them of the value that you offer. And here's a bonus tip. Send personalized thank you notes or small gifts to your best clients. Why do you think I have merch? Why do you think that I have like mugs and like all of this stuff? I have this stuff because it's gifts that I can give. I mean, you guys can buy it. Yes, I have a merch store, but I give this stuff to clients, and that extra touch makes my clients feel valued, and it actually keeps them coming back, and it keeps them top of mind because they're drinking from my mug. Keeps me top of mind for future work. So, I mean, all the stuff that I do, like, you just do what I do. Like, honestly, just do what I do. Like, it's so simple. Like, brand yourself, like, I'm telling you, I created a system. I literally, I'll walk you through it. I'll walk you through 1, 2, 3. It's called my professional accelerator. Get on the wait list. It starts again in January. There's over 100 people on the wait list for, but guess what? Not everybody's going to get in because you have to qualify. And how you qualify is by doing the qualifier. And I'm so excited about this accelerator. If you're in your head right now saying at home, I need to be in that accelerator, and I'm getting in that accelerator, like that, if that is your mindset, then you probably will. But you have to be on the wait list because like it probably won't even end up being public because I can only take like another 50-ish. So once I have those people, then it's closed again until June. It only opens for like a short window every 6 months. So number 12 is network, and collaborate. Network and collaborate. Networking opens doors to new opportunities. It's just that simple. Collaborating with other businesses and other professionals helps you reach new audiences, and it helps you build credibility. Expanding your network means you're always connected to potential clients. You're always connected to a referral source. Collaboration means a sense of community. And a sense of community is so powerful when it comes to building and growing your business. So here's your actionable steps when it comes to networking and collaborating. Identify and reach out to local businesses that align with your niche. If you're a wedding shooter, you got to be messing with wedding planners or boutique owners. Offer to collaborate on a project or provide a free mini session in exchange for a testimonial or a referral. Attend local community events or take local workshops that are related to the kind of people that you're trying to do. Even if it's like, hey, I'm not learning how to sew, but the people who I want to work for are learning how to sew. So I'm going to start going to these workshops and like networking with those people and becoming those are going to end up being my clients. So this is how you meet potential clients and also potential partners, creative partners. So here's a bonus tip. Host an event. Host a joint event with another business. Here's an idea. Partner with a florist if you're a wedding photographer or a still life photographer that shoots flowers or interested in shooting flowers. Partner with a florist and create content together. Do a joint event. If you're a photographer who shoots weddings, collaborate with a bridal shop to host an open house, which promotes the bridal shop and promotes your services as a wedding photographer. That's going to bring in potential clients for both of you and create opportunities for cross promotion. Like these kinds of non-linear thinkings, it's called divergent thinking when it comes to promoting yourself as a photographer, is also when it comes to networking as a photographer. One of the reasons that my marketing is so successful is because I look outside my niche, I look outside my industry, and I see marketing techniques that other, not photographers, other types of businesses, and even not on a one-person scale, on a massive scale. And I imitate things that they do, and I apply it to my business. Like, adopt systems. You can adopt systems from anywhere. Like, think about like just the personalization of Starbucks, how they write their name on your cup. Like, think of that. Here on my channel, when you become a subscriber, and you're watching live, your name shows up. It's right there. Hey, John just subscribed. It's like it's right there. So that's personalization, right? And then I'm like, hey, John, thanks for subscribing. So what I'm doing is I'm personalizing. Even if I'm in the middle of my content, I personalize. If you watch or you subscribe or you become a member while I'm live, I thank you. And I'm like, hey, sorry, I'm talking, but this guy just became a member. That's really important to me. So look at, oh, this girl just became a member. So I'm going to give you smoke. I'm going to change the lights. I'm going to highlight you and shine all kinds of light on you because you did something that means so much to me. So that personalized communication is, it's like I've taken that from another brand, other companies, and like I've applied it to my content, and you see how well it works. So, number 13 is continuously learning. I've learned more in my 50s than I've learned in, I feel like, my whole life. I feel like, honestly. I mean, as far as business, I've learned more in my 50s about business than I have in my whole life. So we need to be continually learning, and we need to be continually skill developing. Skill develop. Like, we have to be developing and staying ahead of industry changes and of industry trends. The photography industry is always changing. So if you're not continually learning and continually improving, you're falling behind. Consistent skill development allows you to offer more for your clients and stand out from your competitors. Think about that. When you learn a skill like shooting and editing video and being able to tell stories through video, you can add that as an offer that you can do for your clients. And guess what? That will 4 times your income. 4 times your income if you can just learn the skill of telling stories with video. It's like, yeah, but I'm a photographer. I'm a purist. It's like, cool, but you're also broke. So good luck. Just stay there. Like video killed the radio star. You understand? Like, there were radio acts that looked like Geddy Lee. Just think of Rush and what the Geddy Lee looks like. He's not a handsome fellow, but understand, he was a radio superstar because you never saw him. Okay? But guess what happened when videos started coming? When videos started coming up, people actually saw Geddy Lee. Ooh. Okay. And guess what? Rush kind of like, super talented, great voice, or you hate them. It's one or the other. It's very polarizing, but video literally killed the radio star. So the artists that wanted to just hold on to radio, and not make videos for their songs are gone. So it's just like photography. Like, now the photographers that are making video content around their photography, that are making videos while they're taking pictures, that are writing blog posts and adding deep dive words and text to support their photos and talking about their philosophies and what, like, those photographers are leaps and bounds ahead of their competitors. It's why you know Peter McKinnon. You know Peter McKinnon because he got really good at making content to support his photography. And what ended up happening is the making of the content became what his business was. And the photography would just be what he's making his content about, but photography wasn't his business anymore. So the content took over because it's so financially viable to make content. It's so viable to make content. It's so viable once you learn how to capture attention that it becomes a way that you can sustain your business when in between the rough times. By making content is like, you can actually help your photography business. And also you can advertise your photography business if your content is only trying to speak to your potential customers. Peter McKinnon speaks to other photographers. For me, I speak to other photographers, but it's a business. Like, my business is the Carty method. So this is for you to learn about how I can help you become a professional photographer. And I give away free content, which leads you into my business. So, we have to be continuously learning, and we have to be staying curious, and we always have to be looking for ways to refine our skills. So when it comes to continuously learning, continuously developing, continuously developing our skills, here's your actionable steps. Set a goal to complete one photography course, one photography program, one workshop every quarter. Follow industry leaders on social media. Industry leaders, the top of the top of the top of your niche, and join relevant communities, Facebook groups. By the way, I have an amazing mentorship community. Links in the video description. Just go to thecartymethod.com. Everything is there. Read books. Please read books. If you're lacking ideas or inspiration, read books. It's going to change your life. Read more books. Again, photographers look at photos. We don't read. No, a lot of us don't read enough. And I'm telling you, when I jumped back on the reading train, it just expands your brain. It makes you smarter, and business just becomes easy. Read more books. Read more books on photography, and read more books on business. Apply what you learn to improve your services and differentiate yourself from your competitors. And here's a bonus tip. Experiment with some new techniques, Experiment with some new stuff with personal projects. My personal projects have turned into client work so quickly, like stuff that you shoot for yourself. Like, as long as it's related somehow to something that a client might want you to do, it's somewhere down the road, you can turn personal projects into client work all day long. And I've been doing it for 30 years. When you experiment during your personal work, your creatives, your personal projects, that allows you to develop new skills without the pressure of being paid by a client. So you're now experimenting on personal work, but it's what then now you know how to deliver it when a client asks you to do it. And number 14 is your online portfolio. Your online portfolio. A book is a portfolio, by the way. It's called a book if you're in the industry. What does your book look like? It's called your book, by the way. It's your book. It's your portfolio. Portfolio for the people who are new and people who are on the outside of the industry, it's a portfolio. But for people who are inside the industry, it's your book. Oh my God, I got to work on my book. And your book can live on a website. Your book can be hard copy, but it's your book. So build an online portfolio and gather testimonials. This is so important. I waited so long to do this. But you start with Google. You build a Google My Business profile and you start collecting testimonials there. I use Senja, which is by far the best testimonial collector. You can display it on your website. Super, super, super easy. Link for Senja in the video description. So you build an online portfolio and you gather client testimonials. And when we're trying to create a strong online presence, what we're trying to do is we're trying to create a strong online presence that actually attracts clients. Like, that's what we're actually trying to do. We're trying to gather a presence that attracts clients. And a polished online portfolio is your best marketing tool. It's the first impression. And when you go to my About page, you'll see I like words. So for those people who like to words, that headline, 34 years of idea execution, makes you want to read that. And then testimonials. I wish Google would allow 6 stars. Steve went above and beyond for this shoot and exceeded every one of my expectations on every possible level. Quality of person, quality of photography, quality of experience. This is testimonials. And this lives in my About page. And another big hit of work. And this is an About page. It's a bit more of an experience than just a straight photo. And I'm also going to add a video here. And my contact page, the same thing, is the contact page has to be a bit more of an experience. And a polished online portfolio is your best marketing tool. It's the first impression that potential clients get. So it needs to showcase your best work and communicate why that you're the right choice. Client testimonials add social proof. It builds trust and it makes potential clients feel confident regarding hiring you. So here's your actionable steps. Choose the right website platform. I started with Adobe Portfolio because I pay for Adobe Creative Cloud. Adobe Portfolio is free. It also integrates with Behance. That was where I've had my portfolio living for the last real long time. Lots of photographers use Squarespace, which is more than fine. I recently took on a new sponsor. That sponsor is Pixpa. Pixpa makes websites specifically for creatives, specifically for photographers, which is why my website is so absolutely sick. It's because Pixpa, like, I think that they just get it. They make super fast, responsive sites. I'm just navigating with arrows. Look how quick my site is to nav. I'm also in full screen. And imagine someone sees this picture and they want to share it, because you can't right click it because my right click is disabled, but they can click this share button and they can copy this and share it to whatever platform that they want. And that'll link them directly to this page. So Pixpa is what I chose to create a professional looking portfolio. And I have testimonials. I have and by the way, you need to have testimonials as well. So ask happy clients for quotes and get permissions to use their words, and update your portfolio regularly. I was one of the victims of not updating my portfolio, and it was a while that I hadn't updated my portfolio. And now I said to myself, this next round of my accelerator, I'm doing everything that I'm telling you to do. Every single thing that I'm telling you to do, I'm doing myself. And just proving that it's and it's already holy shit. So, it's good for me because I'm obviously 3.5 decades ahead, but some of these fundamental things that I'm telling you to do, it's oh my goodness, I haven't done that myself. So that doesn't look good. It's not a good look. So I'm practicing everything that I preach, and starting by updating my portfolio regularly with my best work to keep my shit fresh and relevant. So I'm so excited about this last portfolio bump. Please look at stevecarty.com. So here's a bonus tip. Add a blog to your website where you can share client stories, behind the scenes insights, and tips. Now, I currently link out to Substack for my blog. If you look to the top of my page, I link out to the Carty Method Daily, which is my blog, but it doesn't do anything for my SEO here. So here I'm going to work on my own little client specific blog, because the Carty Method Daily is for other photographers who are trying to go pro. So that's not my audience for my potential clients who want to hire me to take their photo. It's a totally different audience. So I need to create another blog that I will keep inside stevecarty.com, which I will share more client stories, more behind the scenes, more insights on how to book me, and showing people the experience of what it's like working with me. And that will I'll use that here to nurture potential clients. And that's going to get them to understand my personality and my style, which will help them book me easier. And you can do that as well. I mean, I say again, just do everything that I'm doing. Just do everything that I'm doing and your business will work. Because I've restarted a stunted business so many times, and now I've isolated it into these 6 steps, and I know when my business isn't working, what the thing is that I'm not doing in order to. So once I fix that, it's like a stuck piston in an engine. One piston in your engine is stuck, the whole engine doesn't work. Even if the other pistons are working, if one is stuck, the whole engine seizes. So I figured out how to unstuck myself, and this is why I built this system, because it can unstuck anybody if you do it, if you use it. So this is the last, I think, number 15. How's our time? Number 15 is revisit this business plan, revisit quarterly. And the reason that I say quarterly is because you need seasons. You need seasons. You need time to actually implement these things, and that it needs some time in order to marinate and work. So review your business plan quarterly and update your business plan. Your business plan is not a locked off thing. It's a living document. And that's one of the things that's amazing about my accelerator is at the end of the accelerator, you have not just a business plan, you actually have your SOP, which is your standard operating procedures. Like you're building that. I give you these workbooks, and those workbooks are, you don't realize it in the beginning, but you're building your business plan. You're building your SOP. Like every single thing that will make your business work, I give it to you in sections. I give it to you in 6 phases. And at the end of the accelerator, oh my God, I have this, like you have this whole thing, and then you can just go back to phase 1, and then your second round is you're refining your phase 1, and you're refining your phase 2, and you're refining, like that's the second time. And then it's like, there's people who in phase first time around, in the second phase, they're already making money. They're already working. Like anyways, I'm sidebarring here. So you have to revisit this quarterly. You have to revisit it. That's the whole thing that makes it amazing, is it's not locked. It's liquid. It's liquid. And you can be like, okay, this was working amazing 2 years ago. Not really working anymore. It's like, yeah, well, dude, you should have figured that out 3 months after. You know what I mean? You weren't revisiting. You weren't analyzing data. Business plans need to adapt as your business grows and changes. Reviewing your business plan quarterly helps ensure that it stays relevant and keeps you on track to actually reach your goals. It's important to evaluate what's working and what's not, and adjust your strategy to stay aligned with your long-term vision. So here's your actionable steps. Set up a reoccurring reminder on your calendar every 3 months to revisit your business plan. During those reviews, analyze your progress towards your goals. Like, are you working towards your goals? Is this actually going? Adjust timelines as needed and refine strategies based on what's working and what's not. And here's a bonus tip. Include your financial goals in your own personal quarterly review. That helps you stay on top of not just like your business plan, but actually the dollars, baby, that are coming into your bank account. So that helps you stay on top of revenue targets and your financial goals and how they align with your business plan. And now you can make adjustments on your pricing or your services as needed so you can reach those goals. And then also, track your progress and your KPIs. Measure your business growth effectively. And a KPI, by the way, is a key performance indicator. A key performance indicator are the specific numbers that will help you know how well your business is doing. So track these numbers to see what's working and where you can improve. Examples of a KPI include the numbers of inquiries that you get every month. That's a KPI. Hey, Sabir, welcome. A KPI, imagine how many different inquiries I get. And then that's one KPI. So 10 people inquired to me about photo shoots this month. And then how many of those 10 turned into booked clients? That's a really important metric. And then how much did you earn per session? So now tracking KPIs helps you make data-driven decisions so you can see your progress over time. So here's your actionable steps. Identify 3 KPIs, such as imagine how many clients inquiries. That's one. Number of client inquiries per month. I wrote that so horribly. So imagine, identify how many client inquiries per month. That's a key metric. And then from there, another key metric is conversion rates. It's like, so for how many people, these 10 inquired, and then from those 10, 5 booked me. And then from that, the next thing is how much you made per session. So if you know how much you made per session, now you can track your average per session. And when you're able to track those metrics on a spreadsheet or a CRM, which is a client relationship manager, when you're using a tool like Indie Weekly, you use that data to make informed decisions. So here's a bonus tip. Create visual charts so you can see your progress. By the way, I'm in the middle of doing this. I can't wait till this is finished. Create visual charts so you can see your progress at a glance. That'll help you stay motivated and make it easier to understand trends in your business. So that was number 16. Let's get into number 17. Number 17 is mindset. Mindset is where it all starts. Mindset and motivation. You have to have your mindset, because our minds have usually been set by other people, set by teachers, set by schools, set by parents. Our minds have been set that like money doesn't grow on trees. You got to work hard for your money. Like you can't make a living being creative. Like all of these like things that you've been like locked in. That's mindset. And what I help you do is I help you shift that mindset so you can actually increase your tool set, increase your skill sets so you can actually build assets. But it all starts with mindset. Mindset first, then skill set, then tool set, then asset, like assets. So mindset, that's where it starts. What we're trying to do is we're trying to build resilience, because photographers quit. They give up on shit. They do it quick. I'm rhyming. And I'm not even trying. Like, trust me, photographers quit. So all you need to do is build resilience, and stay focused on your goals. Don't be looking left. Don't be looking right. Stay focused on your goals. Building a photography business takes time, and it takes resilience. Maintaining a positive mindset helps you push through the inevitable challenges and the inevitable setbacks. Motivation will keep you taking action even on the hard days. Remember, growth doesn't happen overnight. It's a process that requires dedication, incredible dedication, discipline, and patience. So here's your actionable steps. Start a journal. Start writing down. Write down 3 things every day that you're grateful for. I'm grateful that I have eyes to see, a voice to speak to you amazing people, and creativity that flows through my soul that makes it so I don't have to have the kind of a traditional job that everyone else has. I am so grateful for those 3 things today. And you write down 3 things that you're grateful for, and write down 1 small win every day. Yo, I think I did pretty good at this podcast. I've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. It's Thanksgiving, by the way. It is a Canadian holiday, but so many of my audience are American that I decided to do this podcast today anyways, even on a literal Canadian holiday. Celebrate your milestones, no matter how small, and connect with other photographers in your niche for accountability and support. Consider joining my mentorship community, please. Like, link in the description. Again, go to the Carty Method. It's all there. Go to the Carty Method. Join my mentorship community. It's a support group. You can share your challenges. You can get advice. Bonus tip, use visualization techniques. Do you know that Jim Carrey, before he became famous, before he got In Living Color, when he's from Toronto, he moved to LA. Every day he would go up near the Hollywood sign. He would go up into the Hollywood Hills and he would stand overlooking LA, overlooking all of LA. And he would open his arms and he would picture everybody in the world knowing his name. He would picture making the world laugh and picture everybody knowing Jim Carrey as a world famous comedian. He would go to the top of this hill every night and visualize. Yes, true story. Use visualization techniques. Spend a few minutes every day picturing yourself achieving your goals. Whether it's shooting your dream project, landing a high-profile client, or achieving financial freedom. You understand? I said to myself, I want to shoot for Nike. And then it happened. Like, you can either believe this shit or not. And whether you do or don't, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. But the most high-performing, most financially secure people in the world use visualization. The top athletes, they use visualization. But you're not doing it because it's flaky. Okay, totally cool. Visualization can help you keep your mindset positive and focused. It can remind you of why you started photography in the first place. Here's some actionable steps for you. And I'm going to review what we talked about. Number one, your daily actions. You got to be going through some daily actions and some daily routines that you do every single day that moves your business forward. So commit each day to actions that move your business forward. That could be reaching out to one potential client, posting a piece of content, sending out follow-up emails. Small, consistent actions add up over time. Here's another. Do a weekly review. Set time aside every week to do a weekly review of your progress. Look what you've accomplished this week. Guess what? I bet you if you didn't do anything last week, you're not too excited about doing a weekly review, are you? Look at what you've accomplished, where you struggled, and what adjustments that you need to make for the coming week. Next, do a monthly marketing planning session. Create a content calendar at the start of each month to plan your social media posts, your email newsletters, and any collaborations or events that you want to participate in. Client experience. This is another thing I touched on today. Client experience. We're trying to optimize this. Identify one aspect of your client experience to improve each month. One, it could be the onboarding. It could be your communication. It could be how fast you deliver. It could be how good you are in post. It could be the way that you communicate during the booking process or what you deliver after a shoot. Skill development and having a schedule for your skill development. This is another thing I touched on today. Have a skill development schedule. Allocate time each month for learning. Like, just simple. Allocate time each month for learning, whether it's improving a technical skill, understanding more about the business side of photography, or diving deeper into your niche. Continued growth is crucial for standing out in this competitive market. So I hope you guys have found today valuable. Honestly, I went hard today. We're pushing 90 minutes and I care about you so much. I hope you feel how much I care about you watching this content and how I never want to waste your time. I don't. If you're ready, by the way, to take your photography to the next level, you don't have to do it alone. Join my mentorship community. It is the place where we dive deep into everything that we discussed today and more. when you're in my mentorship community, you actually get personalized feedback. I can give you some actionable guidance, and you're part of a supportive community that actually wants to see you succeed. But you can also participate in photo submissions, which I do twice a week. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I look at photos. And if you're interested, just go to that link, the Carty Method. You'll see YouTube submissions at the top of the page. And I review portfolio level photos that you're thinking about your portfolio on Tuesday. And I look at assignment. I give you a very tight brief every Thursday to teach you how to be an assignment photographer. So, and then also, if you win Photo of the Week, your work gets featured on the Carty Method Daily and on our Instagram account, which is also called the Carty Method. So I'm trying to help you gain exposure, and I'm trying to help you build a portfolio that stands out. So please visit thecartymethod.com and join us. We are trying to take the next step forward in helping you transform your photography career. Please don't let another year go by where you're stuck in the same place. Please let me help you. Let's make this progress together, please. And so I've covered today how to go pro, how to turn pro with a solid photography business plan. But before you go, please know this. I've developed a 6-phase system specifically designed to help photographers like you turn your passion into a sustainable working professional career. My system walks you through everything from defining your niche and building a portfolio to mastering the business side of photography. But here's the thing. I am looking for the right type of shooters, those with the right attitude and the right drive to take their career to the next level. So if that sounds like you, and you're serious about making photography work for you, please head to thecartymethod.com. I am obsessed about helping you. There's all kinds of ways that I can help you there. I provide free, valuable content multiple times per week right here on YouTube, tailored specifically for you, the emerging, struggling, or underperforming pro. If you're obsessed about becoming a professional photographer, please make sure that you're subscribed and stay locked in. And of course, if today brought you any value, please hit the like button so YouTube pushes it out to more people. That way I can help more photographers on their journey, just like I'm helping you. And if you're looking for more content to help you grow, make sure you watch another video because I'm going to break down more actionable strategies to help you level up your photography career. I will see you on the next video. Thanks so much for watching.
This commercial-free live stream was brought to you by the members of this channel. If it wasn't for you, we'd have to fill up these live streams with ads that would just interrupt the flow. The members of this channel make commercial-free content during these live streams possible. Consider becoming a member for $5 a month today to gain access to secret live streams, live chats, and to show your support with that crown badge next to your name. Sharing is caring. If this content has brought you value today, share it, clip it, post it to your socials. Curating and sharing helpful content makes you an expert, even if the content you're sharing isn't yours. Be a curator and share this content with your network. If you're an emerging or struggling photographer that's trying to break free from your current 9-to-5 grind and transition to the life of a working pro photographer, that's our obsession here at the Carty Method. Register, get the support you need. If you're alone and struggling at this craft, make sure you join the Carty Method community. You'll always find help in the show notes. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Find your creative and business genius with the Carty Method.